This is WICR.
In the cut, that is us. What is up? Rob Jiggity, Benzino the Hero, Chris Kraft, in the cut. All right. On this segment of In the Cut, if you tuned in previously on WICR or if you watched it on YouTube when you look up WICR, in the cut we talked about how the new regime of Cartoon Network versus the old school shows of Cartoon Network. So we're going to stick into that theme, but after 8 o'clock, it's not called Cartoon Network anymore. It's called
Adult Swim.
Thanks for the dramatic pause. I appreciate that.
Take a dip.
Excuse me?
Take a dip in the deep end.
That's the
Adult Swim.
Yeah. All right. So, old school shows on Adult Swim. Jiggity, read them off.
All right. We talking about Aqua Teen Hunger Force that just ended. We talking about Black Dynamite,
Boondocks.
China, Illinois.
Never heard of it.
Other show, Lordy Squad.
Hey, as new school?
No, that's old.
Okay.
Because it got canceled, I think.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I would put that as a new school show.
Yeah, all right. I put that new school.
That's not. Continue.
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
Oh, Robot Chicken too.
Robot Chicken, Harvey Birdman.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the ones I know.
Now, Chris, can you list the new regime?
Let's see. Rick and Morty. There's not too many new shows though. It's like
Black Jesus, Children's Hospital, Eric Andre, Mike Tyson Mysteries. That's pretty much it.
Mike Tyson Mysteries. So, are we going with? Do we like the old regime better because there's more shows we can watch, or half the shows were buns?
A lot of the old shows. Yeah, I'm saying we could watch. Like there's shows that we know.
Yeah,
shows.
more relatable, like.
Yeah, more relatable shows like
The
now,
Boondocks.
Yeah, Boondocks. That's a show that a lot of us could relate to. A show that a lot of us could laugh at because of how real it is.
Yeah.
They have moments.
Yeah, they have moments that had you like, wow.
And they had one. If you got the reference, they had moment. Since we're mission consistent here at WICR, they had a moment.
Yep.
But continue, Robert.
But yeah, the more with Boondocks, a lot more relatable to us. Harvey Birdman, that was jokes. What else was jokes?
I enjoyed Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Space Ghost.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Chris, what was your take on the old regime of the Adult Swim?
I think more of them were like geared towards older audiences, obviously, because it's Adult Swim. But they had like more like jokes, like Boondocks. They were more like serious and geared towards like, oh, this is happening in real life kind of thing, and everything else like that. Just like a lot of different complex shows.
Now, off the air, while we're prepping for the topic, one thing that stood out to us on the new regime, there are live action shows, as in there are actors acting out the show. One example that came to mind.
There's Children's Hospital, that's live actors. The Eric Andre show, live actors. Tim and Eric.
Key and Peele, sex. I'm talking Black Jesus.
Black Jesus, another one.
New season of Black Jesus, September 19th.
Oh, are you getting paid by them, Ben?
Nah, I just had to plug it in. We ain't getting charged up.
I see you.
Nah. I was watching Cartoon Network and they're like, Black Jesus, September 19th. Tune in to Adult Swim.
Yeah, and I think that's a new thing. Like, you never saw like live action shows on the old Adult Swim in the early 2000s. Like when it was first coming out, you never saw live action shows.
Right.
And that's the thing that came out 4 years ago.
Yeah. And they had like Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. He had like some kind of live action sometimes.
Yeah,
he brought like cartoons on.
Sometimes like remember that one time he had Busta Rhymes on it. That was joke.
Bust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I didn't recall that, but that's cool to know. That is very cool to know. And what I liked about the new regime, it's what Adult Swim premises, in my opinion, is comedy for the adults.
Yeah.
Because it's called Adult Swim, but you're gonna get the jokes in Adult Swim, and that's what differentiate. Oh wow, Rob, can you say the word again?
Differentiates.
Differentiate.
From
You got me messed up. I almost messed up with that one.
my fault. But what makes it different from our last segment is the comedy, the humor is more suited for adults. So that's the one big thing. Well, the big thing that separates both of them. And when you see the comedy aspect, when Warrior Squad, that's a perfect example of what the new regime is kind of about. They took a group, Odd Future, and they said, "Yo, make a show." And these guys, hilarious. I find them funny.
Yeah.
These guys, they did skits.
But it got canceled, but that show was humorous.
Yeah.
They did skits. They had a live action Streetwalker. They had a, I'm gonna say stupid, but stupid in a good
They're
way.
like practical
Yeah, like
jokes and
stupid, like you stupid.
Like,
Like
stupid.
you stupid.
Stupid.
Not like stupid,
Now, not a question of your intelligence.
but like just silly.
Your
Yeah, just
humor
like
is
humorous.
stupid. Yes, it's
Yeah.
it's what the slang calls That was dumb funny, man. It's that type of humor.
Yeah.
Isn't that called oxymoron or an iterate?
What?
I don't know. No, like dumb funny. It's like dumb smart. What is that?
Yeah, dumb smart is
Yeah, dumb
oxymoron.
smart, that's oxymoron.
Yeah.
Okay, an iterate is something else.
I have no idea what an iterate is.
You know the tittle.
If
you know a tittle is the dot above the eye.
if people want to call up and tell me what an iterate is, I'd be.
But do you know what
I'd
a
be happy
tittle
to-
is?
I don't know anything you're saying right now.
Do you know what an aglet is?
Yes, the shoelace tip
So
thing.
what about a tittle?
Yo, Ben, we need to get you subtitles so we can see
Yeah.
what you're talking
Oh,
about.
word. You
Yeah.
need subtitles.
I need a little bouncy ball so I can see what you're talking about. But a show I like off the new regime is Rick and Morty.
Talk about it. That's your and Chris show. Every time we have a group chat, yo, Rick and Morty's on.
Oh, yeah.
Talk
yeah.
about it.
Well, it started off as a parody of Back to the Future, and I love the Back to the Future trilogy.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Never seen it, but continue.
wow, it's basically like that, except the Doctor is a lot more
Cuckoo?
a lot more crazy, a lot more how do you say it, Chris? Like
Lewd, I guess.
Je ne
yeah,
sais
yeah,
quoi.
exactly.
Okay.
He's a lot more lewd.
Like offensive, I guess.
Yeah, a lot more offensive. He says
Yeah.
all kinds of offensive things. He's a belligerent alcoholic.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then Marty becomes Morty, who is just a clueless kid
Yeah, he's a clueless.
who's always getting taken advantage of by Rick, who is his grandfather.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarity. They're going through different dimensions.
Yeah, they go on all these different trips.
Time travels, aliens, and Morty's always getting hurt, either emotionally, physically. It's just humorous.
And then the rest of the family comes in, and then
Yeah, they
you
get
have the sister, the father, the mother. They all get in that, and then things get crazy.
I'm sorry, but Rob, did you say hilarity?
hilarity.
Oh, I thought you like shortened the word.
Nah.
You know how like girls say Avi?
Avi, yeah, I said hilarity, like
Yeah, I
like
thought okay, good.
like
I
hilariousness.
I appreciate the clearing because I would have got on you for that.
Yeah.
Would you like to see everybody? Would you like to see, bruh? Regular show has to be on Adult Swim.
A rated M regular show?
A rated M for mature regular show.
That would be
That'd be
something else.
interesting.
That would be something else.
Yeah.
If regular show was on Adult Swim, it would go top. It would be on this elite level of cartoon shows all time.
All time?
All time.
Yes, you have to
I
because
don't-
look how crazy it is now. They test the waters
Yeah, they're,
right now.
they're sort of like in the rated T level,
They're-
but
they're
to
te-
bring that up to a rated M, they'd have to have like some type of cursing, even maybe censored.
Yeah, they might have to change some characters around too.
you-
Muscle Man would rated M
Muscle
would be
Man's-
hilarious.
Exactly.
I was just thinking about that.
and Rigby would be
Oh,
he would be more turned up.
yeah,
That's
Rigby-
perfect way to say it. Rigby would be more
Oh,
turned up.
Benson.
Oh,
Benson would be censored
Oh,
all the
my
time.
God.
Yeah.
You're beep, fired.
Mordecai, Rigby,
Like Benson,
get this done or you're fired.
beep. And that'd be Benson walking in through the entire episode. There'd be all kinds of censors for Benson.
Right. And Pops would be I think Pops would be more out of his mind.
Yeah, Pops would be more dumb,
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
more
they
clueless.
could keep him the same.
Yeah,
Just make him.
You would keep him in the same character type. I think you keep everybody in the same character type.
Yeah, you just tweak
I
him.
feel
a
like
little
You just enhance and dehance the not the humor but the level of talking.
I feel like Skips would be changed the least.
Skips would be the same.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like Skips
yeah.
would be exactly the same.
I think Skips is a key component if the regular show would turn rated M because he's
The normal one.
the voice of reason.
Yeah, he's the voice of
Yeah, yeah.
reason, even though he's the immortal god. Like this guy,
Dude been around the block for 5,000 years.
this guy's-
he knows everything about the
this
park.
guy's
Yeah.
immortal, but he's the sane one. He's the normal one. That just baffles me.
So, any final thoughts, words, sounds, noises about the difference in Adult Swims? I said sounds. That was a sound.
Uh huh.
Jiggity.
2 arms, swing around. That's a clock.
What time is it?
12.
Nah,
That means
shit.
with 2 arms up.
What are you doing? The pencil dive?
Nah.
2 arms up. That's the pencil dive, yo.
But
We can see the show's winding down, correct?
yeah.
Would like to thank anybody, because when I said clock and I said what time is it, show's ending, I thought he was gonna say shout outs.
First off, let me shout out Chris Kraft for being here.
Good looking out,
Always,
Chris. I
always,
appreciate
yeah.
that
It's been a pleasure to talk to you on air.
because
Yeah.
this is his first time on the show. We have a lot of friends of the show. Chris Kraft is the first member of the FSMP that we seen in the cut.
Yep,
well,
yep.
we didn't see him,
But
you've heard him
you've
because
heard him.
he's in the cut.
he's in the cut.
All right. Any other shout outs, Rob?
All right. First off, I always got to shout out my moms.
Uh-huh.
Without my moms, I wouldn't be here.
All right.
Shout out my little bro Chris. Shout out my little sister On. She started 7th grade today.
7th grade.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Any other shout outs?
Shout out to the whole squad. I'm gonna go through them.
Okay.
Will, he's being extra salty.
Salty. Trail mix over
Sadan's
there.
being salty for no reason.
Party mix.
At least Will has an excuse to be salty.
Chill.
Party
so-
mix.
Sadan's being. It's not even a sub. It's a full out.
direct
It's
message.
a full out direct
Direct message.
direct message.
Direct message.
Sadan's being salty for no reason.
No reason.
He's in where is he even?
Oh,
Salisbury,
Maryland.
Maryland.
I don't know. Let's put the tracker on him.
Sadan's in Maryland. No reason to be salty.
Right.
Shout out Al. Shout out Yule.
Yeah, you'll start
Franklin.
school. Shout out to you.
Felix.
Mercy, FG.
Shout out to
Uh,
Max in Texas.
Max
Shout
in
out to Max
Texas.
Texas, of course.
Always
Game-
got shout out Max.
Game plan upstate. I see you though.
Yeah. Who else?
Free game plan.
Gotta
Nick.
Shout out to
Shout out to
families,
Nick.
too.
2 blocks away. I see you.
Who else there?
A runs.
A runs. You're not around, but
You in school? Shout.
You in school, shout out to
The
A-Runs.
education serious.
uh,
Shout out to the forces.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout out to
Savon.
Victor too. He in the
Yeah.
forces.
Victor.
Shout out to Stefan.
yeah. Shout out to Stefan.
That's even though we go to Manhattan,
Yeah.
but this is I own the station, but we still gonna give him kudos because that's the guy. Anybody else?
Shout out to all y'all parents.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Carlos too.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Carlos
shout out to
in
Carlos.
Right.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
Shout out his family.
Word.
Shout out Froggy.
Yeah. Shout out to the hospital. Shout out to Froggy, man. See you on Xbox, but shout out to hospitality. Shout out to the whole WICR movement. Shout out to 3-Man Weave. Shout out to Lights Out Sports. Shout out to the Sports Vault. Shout out to In the Cut. Shout out to
Shout out to my other little brother, Armand Matteo.
oh yeah, that's son.
Yeah, that's my son actually.
That's son. Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
shout out to Brendan who just walked by over
yeah,
here.
Brendan over there, Terrence over there,
Uh,
Joshy.
Armand,
Word.
that's my son.
We just going on shout out.
I love you,
We
son.
got supports, man. We got to support people. that support us.
Shout out to my little brother in Boston.
Word.
Love you, bro. Any of y'all got shout outs?
Yo, Oh yeah, shout out to Dakari.
Shout out to Rennie. You got shout
Houston. You go to Iona.
barely.
Shout out to Houston. Shout out to Irwin. Shout out to Dave from Monroe.
Word.
Shout out to Dave. He be hooping. Oh, shout out to Allen. Will.
Shout out to Rasul. Shout out to the whole Stop and Shop gang.
Yeah. Money Man Sue out there. Stop and Shop under New Rock and the one at Palmer. We got people there too.
Yeah, we got people there.
What else we should shout out? Allen, Will. Put Jared Gons in there. That's Hedda.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody. Oh, Gunna, Julio.
Yeah. Shout out to all my Hispanic people.
Guan Jin, I'm out of here. WICR.
Alright, we here.
Word.